Hey everybody, it's another podcast thingy. It's episode 3, and today's podcast is going to be a Bad Magic review. But before I get to that, I want to talk about something else. So you guys know these last few weeks have been a little tough for us motor fans. Lemmy had to cancel a few shows because of his altitude sickness. And it's just upsetting to see that, and I know he hates disappointing us, and of course he loves this, so it sucks to have to cut shows short and cancel shows. So it's just sad and upsetting, and we just all wish him well. I wish you are well, Lemmy, and you're getting better. And I'm not sure if the St. Louis show is still on Tuesday, and we're recording this Sunday, so I'm not sure. So let's hope he's okay for that. And it's just sad. Readdressing the tour issue. It just kind of comes to realization he is getting old and he has been ill, and I know a lot of people are saying, oh, maybe you should stop touring and all that stuff. Just think about it. I mean, I know he hates disappointing us fans and all that some of us have to do, like maybe pay for a hotel and pay for the, concert and all that stuff, and I know he hates disappointing us in that way, but think about it, like, it's not that easy for him to just stop, for you guys to just say, just stop, because this has been his life since he was 20. Think about it, if you've been doing something, like, almost constantly, you're 70 now, and you've been doing that since you were in your 20s, or since you were really young, it's not going to be easy to stop, and especially when you love it so much, and it's basically your life, and not just a job, it's gonna be hard, and I don't know, it's just... I feel like I do agree that whoever their tour manager is did put it on way too extensive. I think the touring is a bit too extensive. They started off slow and then they're kind of going too much right now. So I agree with that. But I don't know what you can do with that. Yeah, so it's just sad, but hopefully he'll get better and keep going, and he just can't stop. It's his life, so we might as well just support him as much as we can and hope he's well enough for the rest of the tour. But it's just come to a realization that I don't think I'm gonna see them again. Like, I've seen them 2 times and that's not enough, but like, as much as I want to see them, deep down I have a feeling I probably won't, because I feel it's still limited, and yeah, I don't want to talk about it, but let's stop being sad. I just wanted to readdress that issue. Get well, Lemmy, we hope you're okay, we love you, and let's not let this, bother us anymore. Let's keep going. Let's put this behind us and keep rocking. Yeah. Okay, my bad magic review, sort of. I'm not a professional music critic reviewer, so, this isn't like a professional way of reviewing it, so sorry. But, I love it, of course, it's Motorhead, they never fail to impress. I love the cover of Sympathy for the Devil, I can't speak. I think it's the perfect song for Lemmy to sing. It's just perfect for his voice and his attitude, and I feel weird saying it because it's the Stones, but I do like it better than the original. So sorry. Thank you, Triple H, the wrestler who wanted them to play this for his I guess like a documentary about him that's going to be out. I don't know. He wanted this for his movie, and they decided to put it on the album. So yeah, thank you, Triple H. Some of my favorite lines in Electricity, you expect, like, the line, go ahead and tear yourself in half. I don't know about you guys, but I kinda expected, oh, go ahead and tear yourself apart. That's, like, kind of, like, what people normally say, but it's like, go ahead and tear yourself in half. I don't know, I just find that really funny. Another one of my favorite lines is in Tell Me Who to Kill, where it says, don't say it's unfair, I'll hit you with a chair. Lemmy's a very underrated lyricist. He's just so, of course, we all know him to be very wise, and he puts that in his lyrics. It's just very clever with his lyrics and very funny and humorous, so yeah, I don't think he gets enough credit for his lyric writing, songwriting, whatever you call it. Let's see. Oh, The Devil's really cool. Brian May's in that one, if you don't know. He did, like, the solo, and that's just so awesome. When I was listening to it, I was like, whoa. Because, of course, Brian doesn't normally play like that, so I was like, yo, Brian. That was really awesome, so good for you for rocking out Be Heavier. yeah, just the whole album is just very, like, of course, like every Motorhead album and song, it's just heavy and it makes you want to, dance around and be active, and I don't know, it energizes me. See, Till the End is of course a lovely ballad. I love when Lemmy sings slower songs and ballads. I know we all know him for his aggressiveness and the aggressive fast songs, but like just when he sings ballads, I know it's heartwarming and uh although I do like it fades out and then all of a sudden Tell Me Who to Kill comes in, like unexpectedly. I can't say that word. So I just like, you're like, and then, yeah, that's really cool. So I like how he mixed that, Cameron, because that's very clever. Thunder and Lightning is of course the first single that ever came out, and of course I loved it, and of course the video that they asked the fans to, make is awesome, and I'm in that video, and I still can't believe that. In Victory or Die, the first ever song in the album, of course, we all like it just immediately gets you in when Lemmy yells, Victory or Die, it starts that aggressiveness and prepares you for, yeah, this is gonna be heavy. And, let's see, Teach Them How to Bleed, I just like at the end, like the bluesy, end to it. Yeah, so all the songs are awesome, and I still want to listen to it a lot more. But I just love it. It's awesome. They never fail to impress, as I said. And sorry, this wasn't a professional review, but I tried my best. Here are some reviews from other fans. Well, only 2 fans, because only 2 fans put their reviews in. So okay, I'll put them below the blogs. This is Mr. Warashe. I can't pronounce your name, sorry. But I'll put the blog below. Just finished listening to Bad Magic. Fucking awesome. It makes me want to go to the border on a bike. Fast as hell. Very good. Thank you for a review. And then from our dedicated #1 fan, Basham. It arrived today at 11:30 a.m. Very Pacific. I played it 3 times already and I am grinning from ear to ear. Superb. Classic Motorhead. Lyrically brilliant. Mickey and Phil are at the top of their game, and Lemmy still fucking got it in his vocals, but is also generously helped along the way with the amazing production done by their main man, Cameron Webb. I love The Devil with Brian May, probably the heaviest song Brian has ever recorded, of course. The riffs are fantastic. The whole album just flows and is finished before you know it. That for me is great because you're kind of on the ride with them. You're strapped in and banging your head as soon as it starts, and it doesn't hold back. There are no real surprises, although Till the End is a beautiful change of pace. A gorgeous song for Lemmy to show off his singing vocals, which are wonderful. Their cover, Sympathy for the Devil, is great and says a big fuck you to Mick Keith and the rest of the Stones by saying this is what the song should fucking sound like. Overall, then, Mad Magic is a future classic, heavy rock and roll record. They will continue to inspire new up-and-coming musicians for generations to come on how to play real rock and fucking roll. Their legacy is cemented in rock/metal folklore, and with Bad Magic you can take it to the bank. They ain't fucking done yet. Apologies for the bad language. I'm like, okay. Yes, so that's a really professional review, way more professional than I. So that's a good review, Basham. Thank you. Thank you for the only 2 to submit their reviews. But yeah, it's an awesome album and great job, guys. And we hope maybe at least 1 more. We're not sure. We'll see. So yeah, Bad Magic overall is awesome. Okay, now before I leave, I'm gonna talk about something else that happened. On August 24th, I saw them again, 2nd time, and it was amazing. They played, Awesome Blues, Ace of Spades, Going to Brazil, just cause you got the power, all the classics, and it was great. I had a fun time, and I just danced and rocked out and, just had fun. And, although I'm really sad again, like last time Lemmy didn't play on Murder 1, he played on like something called Vroom, which is awesome, but it's sad I can never see Murder 1, so it's like, some funny moments is like, when they were announcing, or Lemmy announced Lost Women in Blues, he actually called Aftershock Aftermath. He was like, Aftermath. So that was funny, and then like Phil was rushing past him doing something, and Lemmy's like, what are you doing? So there was a few funny moments there. Yeah, so it was just a great fun concert as always. They never fail to impress in concerts either, as well as albums. And then Oh, so something else happened. What was that thing that happened? Oh yeah, I meant Mickey and Lemmy. Sorry for yelling. My brain still can't function that this happened. It still thinks it's a fantasy, it's a dream, and I'm actually really annoyed with my brain because it just can't, like, it can't process that this happened. It all seems very, very surreal still. And it's like, seriously. Ugh. So the backstory, I mean, I've made a text post about this, but George, the web admin of the website, obviously web admin, I told him about the blog, and he, like, complimented the blog and stuff, and then the night before, he said, oh, I got you passes. And we went to the show. We weren't sure what the passes meant, but eventually we got backstage, long story short, and we waited around, and, I was getting really nervous, because, like, I wasn't sure what to do. Like, should I go talk to someone? I don't know what to do. No one was coming out, although we did see Mickey come out, like, in a towel and you know, yeah, he just took a shower, so that was funny, and I, like, freaked out. I was like, oh my god, that was Mickey! Yeah, so eventually my mom had to ask this lady, oh, can we meet Lemmy? And she's like, I don't know, we have to go talk to this other guy who is named Ian, and he was the personal assistant, and, I'm not sure what she said, but I think she talked to him, and she's like, oh, I'll see. So, we waited, and as we waited, Mickey came back out again, and, he, like, walked off to, the lounge area, and my mom's like, go up to him, and, like, I couldn't, of course, so she's like, excuse me, sir, can we take a picture with you or something, or she take a picture with you? He's like, good, and, like, I remember him saying, like, oh, did you wear earplugs, like, to the show? I'm like, no, and she's like, no, so he was surprised that I didn't have earplugs, and of course, he told me to rock on, girl, and he was such a sweetie, and, oh, he was so sweet, so thank you, Mickey, if you ever listen to it. And then we went back, and I never got their autographs, which I kind of regret. And I actually remember as we were waiting to see if we could meet Lemmy, I saw, like, Mickey, like, with a marker signing other fans' stuff, and I just thought, oh, maybe I should go up to him and ask him. And of course I did it because I was too nervous and stuff. So eventually Ian came out and said, okay, make it brief, you can come in, but make it brief. So we walked in, and, like, I saw and he's in this, like, small little room, like, this teeny sized room, all by himself, and, like, as Ian's, like, in front of me, I walk in, my mom's behind me, and my mom recalls, like, me, like, just seeing the back of his head made me go, oh my god, oh my god. And then, so, Ian's like, oh, this is Sophie and Peggy, and, I remember shaking his hand, he's, oh my god, shaking his hand, I just remember, like, I don't know, I know this sounds really cheesy, like, the feel of his hand, like, I don't know, and, so he was so sweet, and he's, like, playing his little game, as you can see in the picture on this iPad, I don't know what it was, and it's just so adorable, and he's, like, looking up at you with these puppy dog eyes, and it's like, ah, and I was so nervous, like, we got that picture, and, then my mom's like, oh, show him your tattoo, and I was shaking so bad, I was like, and my leg was shaking, so I'm not sure if he saw it correctly, and it's like, oh, she's shaking, I'm like, yes, I know I'm shaking. Oh, like, right before we came in, when we first asked Ian if we could meet him, I showed him my tattoo, and I was shaking, he's like, why are you shaking, he's not a monster, I'm like, of course I'm not, I know he's not a monster, I know he's a sweetie pie, but I'm starstruck. So the whole thing was very surreal, and he was, like, so sweet and calm, and, it was just a very surreal experience, and then we let him be, of course, and, we, like, left, and my mom's like, thank you, Ian, I was like, thank you, Ian, and then we, like, headed out, and as we headed out, we saw Mickey, and we're like, bye, Mickey, and he's like, bye, I was like, I saw him waving, like, and I was definitely in shock, like, since we had to wait a long time, we missed our train home, so we had to get a hotel room, and I was definitely in shock, like, I don't know, I felt like a zombie or something, I felt really weird, I just, like, I don't know, my brain wasn't there, so we got some sleep, and then we returned home the next day, and as we were walking to the train station, that's when the excitement came. It's like, oh my god, I met Mickey and Lemmy. It's like, yeah. So it was all a very surreal experience, and I'll never forget it. Thank you again, Ian and George, and my mom, and the lady who let us in. Words can't describe how thankful I am. If you're ever listening to this, I don't know. I don't think any of them knew about the blog. They had no idea why I was there. Probably they just thought I was just some random person that got to be backstage. So I don't think they have any idea about the blog. But of course George knows. So if you're ever listening to this, George, thank you so much. And yeah. So I can't. I'm a mess. Thank you guys for listening. Sorry if this was boring. Next podcast is going to be about lyrics, and as I mentioned before, Lemmy's a very underrated lyricist. So if you guys want to, like, you know, contribute in that and say your favorite lyrics and all that stuff, that'll be in the next podcast. So thank you for listening, and Motorhead for life. Get well, Lemmy. Rock and roll, whatever.
Thank you and good night from the Wheel Tappers and Chunters Club, and I hope all your legs go funny early in the morning.